voice is changing, so is my face. You might see me tonight and then not recognize me in a few.
At what point did being a teenager become about sharing tea shots and not passing blunts? I mean, what's more likely? That all of Cynthia Nixon's kids and their friends are trans?
As the mother of a proud trans man, I am here today as the aunt of a proud trans man. My best friend's kid is trans, and my kid's best friend is trans.
Or that this is Munchausen by proxy or narcissistic personality disorder that's being praised in left-wing circles. I'll let this video speak for itself. Welcome to another psychological deep dive. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe because I post videos every Sunday and most likely on Thursdays as well. Diving deep into the culture war, criticizing people both on the left and the right if necessary. And yes, I am a lesbian that voted for Trump, but I don't agree with everything he says. According to Grok, the actual percentage of people with gender dysphoria in the United States is around 0.5%, although I think it's a lot lower because I think people these days are classifying everything as trans. We know this, okay? Based on the current research, the prevalence of transgender identity among children and adolescents ranges from 0.5% to 1.4%. The odds of two kids that are both trans in the same family is 0.0025%. But listen to this. The rate of kids living with a parent with mental illness is around 20% worldwide. And from that 20% of parents, the kids have a 50% chance of also having some type of mental illness themselves. Children of parents with mental illnesses have a higher risk of developing mental disorder themselves due to a combination of genetic predisposition, of course, some things are genetic, and environmental factors, the nurture versus nature argument. Studies estimate that these children have up to a 50% chance of developing some form of mental illness, though not necessarily the same disorder as their parents. And I will ask you this. Do these people seem normal?
I'm trans, I have trans children, and this is us.
If you don't mind me asking, when did you know that your true identity was transgender?
Yes, 3 out of my 4 children are trans.
Look at this Pew Research study from 2020. Has a doctor or healthcare provider ever told you that you have a mental health condition? Look at the liberal graph. And now I want to talk about the traits of Munchausen by proxy. For those of you who don't know, by proxy basically means when someone imposes the disorder or the illness on someone else, in this case, usually a parent to their child. And Munchausen syndrome, of course, is when somebody pretends to either be sick or pretends that somebody else is sick in order to take care of them. Individuals may claim to have a wide range of physical or mental symptoms, often mimicking complex or serious conditions, which is why we hate these types of people. But although, it also is a mental illness, so I can't hate them too much. And again, the odds of both a parent and their child being trans, we'll just say galactically unlikely.
Is it so impossible to believe that I'm trans with a trans kid?
Yeah.
Or is it more possible that you didn't have any parents?
I mean, judging from the crazy eyes alone, I would say that it's more possible that you have some type of brain issue, some type of mental health issue, other than being trans. Self-inflicted harm is also a thing that these people tend to do. This can include creating wounds, infections, or other injuries to support their fake illness or their child's fake illness. And I've also noticed over the years that a lot of fake trans people have issues that they've either self-inflicted, self-induced, or self-diagnosed. More traits of Munchausen syndrome: vague or inconsistent symptoms, seeking attention and sympathy. We see this over and over and over again in these types. And like I said in the beginning of this video, these people might not have Munchausen syndrome. They just might simply be narcissistic. I said that it's as if that's better. I don't think it's better. I just think it's different. Let's go through these one by one and give you examples as we go along. This is the narcissistic personality disorder checklist. Lack of empathy.
I have so many people saying, well, I don't want to see this body part in a locker room. Are you admitting to looking at people's body parts in locker rooms? Personally, when I am in the locker room, I do not look at anybody's private parts. And if you are the problem.
I mean, they pretend to have empathy for everybody until you disagree with them, which obviously is not real empathy. Grandiose feelings. Beliefs of being special and unique.
I had this femboy over and I was bouncing on it like a trampoline. I'm talking hips to hips going, but then I got a little bit scared because I get a little bit scared sometimes. So I went to go smoke the shweed that makes you not scared, but I accidentally smoked the shweed that turns you into a puppy. So I was going just arf, 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 and that made him straight up a little bit uncomfortable. So he went to go play Halo Reach while I tried to exit puppy mode because he's not really into that kind of thing, but that's okay. I was in puppy mode the whole night just going arf, arf, arf.
Beliefs in superiority.
Pronouns are they, them. or at least that's what I share with people most often. But for this particular meeting, I will come out fully as saying that my pronouns are she, they, him.
Acting haughty when talking to others, like acting superior when talking to others.
I have dysphoria, but my facial hair doesn't contribute to it because I know that bearded women exist and they look so great with beards.
Excessive need for admiration.
People keep on telling me that my ancestors are so proud of me. Bitch, I'm Indian. My own parents aren't even proud of me yet. The moment that my dad compliments me, I might die and become my own ancestor.
Sense of entitlement.
You came out of the women's bathroom.
So you know my anatomy?
But you're a man.
You know my anatomy?
Grandiosity. Exploiting others. Fear of rejection.
All the boys were afraid to be gay. Now I feel like they're afraid to not be gay, and I need you to follow me with this. I go to the club. I look gorgeous, right? I'm dancing. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time, looking mad approachable. Nobody's looking for me. I look up. All the twinks that I brought getting fucking devoured on the dance floor. Where is that for me? And like, I'm glad that we're allowed to be gay now. I really, really am. But I do feel like I jumped off of the bandwagon because like, where was this when I was gay? It wasn't cool to be gay when I was gay.
Lack of accountability.
Hey, nobody told me it was going to be impossible to find a job in Tennessee if I was trans. Like, at all. I've been applying for a year with my trans pronouns and trans name and everything in between, and no one told me that I was never going to get a fucking interview here because I have it in my resume. I took it out of my resume. I got an interview the next day.
I can just go on and on and on. This is literally probably the easiest video I've ever had to make because it is just so clear at this point. Every time these types of people make videos, it becomes more obvious. And it's also becoming more and more obvious why so many of these celebrities and their kids are like this. I mean, it's become Hollywood's newest accessory, right? Trans kids. It's not the new Prada bag, it's a non-binary 6-year-old. And here's why I think this is all happening. Number one, they're used to being watched. They love the attention. They love it. They love feeling superior.
How do you explain the high concentration of trans kids, quote unquote, in Hollywood? Dwayne Wade, Charlize Theron, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jennifer Lopez, Busy Phillips, the list goes on. They use their kids as status symbols. There's no benefit to your child in turning this into a public spectacle. And if you actually wanted to give him space to be who he is, as you claim, then you wouldn't be crowding the space with cameras and microphones. The only possible effect of the publicity, now that you've made him into a leader, right, into an LGBT icon, and you've got the endorsement deals rolling in, and there's a lot of money on the line, he's gonna feel like he's not able to switch back or detransition or have a change of heart.
And guess what? Since in today's political culture war, in today's political climate, you can't be cis, straight, or white, and which many of these people are, they have to come up with other ways of not being privileged, or at least have kids that are not privileged.
My trans kid had his top surgery at NYU a number of years ago. This is where I'm planting my flag. It is vitally important that we come back again and again and again, and our size grows.
Number three, it's also quite possible that these people, these celebrities and their kids aren't used to being told no. Like they're probably yes to death by so many people around them constantly. A, because of their status, and B, because of their money and their power.
Did you know that all 3 of Megan Fox's kids are transgender? Where's the odds of that?
And listen, if I have to be the one to say it, I will. No. All of your kids and their friends are not trans. Number 4, abuse. I'm not sure where the abuse may or may not be coming from, but we all know for sure that a ton of celebrities, when they were kids, were abused. So who is to say that these kids aren't? We already know tons of regular kids that are not children of celebrities or not celebrities that when they were children themselves have been abused and have come out as trans or non-binary simply because they no longer want to associate with the body that they're in because it reminds them of their pain, of their trauma.
I was allowed to alter my sex before I could have sex.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Okay, then change your spot, ma'am.
And they want to escape, like, and it makes sense. I understand that. And it's why we constantly see so many of these detransitioned people saying the exact same things. And why so many of them are female.
I wanted to alleviate my pain. I also didn't want to be who I was.
We've suddenly seen a huge spike in media depictions and social media depictions of transgenderism. It's even reached the mainstream advertising world.
The people who are consuming this are children, 13, 14, 15 years old.
Personally, I think we should just stop with all the bullshit. Your kid's probably not trans. You're probably just another rich, woke celebrity that feels bad for being so actually privileged. Can we just stop the bullshit? You know, I wish it was like back to like 1997 when we had celebrities walking around and their accessory was their little chihuahua dogs in their expensive bags. Can we just go back to that, please? Let me know what you guys think though. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you are not already. And other than that, I will see you guys back here in a few days with a brand new video. Until then, I love you, love yourselves, keep calling out the bullshit. Bye.